Hi there, and today I've finally got all the parts to start building my underground station. So a few months ago I built some underground station signs, and I'll link to that video above and below. And in doing that video I also made a back sort of tiled wall of the station for the signs to go on. But since then I've designed a complete station with platforms and tunnels and everything on the Bricklink Studio software. I've placed all these orders which have all finally arrived, so I've got all the parts I need to get going and build the station. I've built the tube train to go into the station, so time to get building the station. So if you've watched this series so far, you'll know that the tube train is made up of two carriages which are 32 studs long each. So I thought I'd make the station 64 studs, but someone made a comment on one of the previous videos that obviously the station needs to be a little bit longer than that. It's got the couplings between the carriages and you want a bit of extra space. So instead of just having these 8x6s for the near side platform, I've extended that by another 6. So this is going to be the length of the both platforms, but this is going to be the one nearest to the viewer. And I've made a little bit of research into the patterns you get on tube station platforms, and it's a mixture of paint markings, and also there's a little bit of texture going on. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that. So obviously at each end of the station I'm going to have a tunnel mouth going into the underground, and those walls are going to be slightly offset with the gap between the two platforms. So what I need to do first of all is add 3 jumper plates to the end. This is going to be one end of the platform, and then after those I'm going to have the same pattern following along here and all the way along to the other end where the other tunnel mouth will be, and then we'll finish up with 3 jumper plates that end as well. But first of all, on the edge of the platform we're going to have a nice white line which will help all the passengers see where the edge of the platform is. And then from there we're going to use some of these 1x2 tile but grill pieces in dark grey. So we're going to have a row of those. Underground platforms seem to have this texture along the edge of the platform, and then another warning stripe, but this time in yellow, so when the trains are in motion you're meant to stand behind the yellow line, don't cross in front of it. And then finishing up the texture we've got another row of the dark grey grill pieces like that. And then finally the normal platform is going to be light bluish grey tiles, so we've got 2x2 tiles like so. So the platform this side is only going to be that wide, the platform the other side is going to be a lot deeper, but this is just going to be sort of the viewing angle, and also, as I mentioned in an earlier video, basically to cut the train in half so you don't see the wheels as they go past. So what I need to do now is duplicate that along all the other 6x8s, so I'll give you a little bit of time lapse and we'll get those done. So that's all the near side platform done. That took just under 7 minutes. Not quite sure how long you've had to sit through on time lapse. I'll work that out later in the edit. But we've now finished the passengers are going to stand on. But that needs to be raised up slightly. So I now have an awful lot of 2x4 dark grey bricks. And the plan for the platform, the sort of support, is going to be a plate and 3 bricks. So that's how high I've worked out it needs to be, including these, so they will sit onto there like that. Then that is the perfect height for my tube train. So I'm now going to build a very long wall and join all this together, which won't fit on camera anymore, but you'll get the idea. here we have our full platform length. As you can see, far too wide and long to fit on camera in one go. And we've got our wall on the other side. If I flip that over, you can see nice supporting wall, the full length. Ran out of 2x2, so I had to use a 2x4 just here, but that won't ever show. It'll be this way around and no one will see that. But however, this is very unstable. It will tip over really easily. So what I need to do is support it on this side. Now we don't care what that looks like because no one will ever be able to see it. But what I want to do is, with the track, I want to offset the train only by half a stud. I want to be as close to the platform as I possibly can. So what I've devised is a quick method. If I move that to the back, what I'm going to do is add a plate to the side of the track, lock that down with another plate like that, and then I'm going to add 2 jumper plates on top of there. Then you're going to pop 2 bricks and then another plate there. Then if I sit my platform on top of this, you can see that it will be offset only by half a stud from where the train will sit. So that will happily sit underneath there like that. And I'm going to build 3 of those to go along the length of the platform just to give it a bit of support. So that's the next thing to do. So now I have my completed platform with the 3 supports in place. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and you can see that's holding onto the track nicely. What we're going to do now is spin that round. I'm going to put the tube train on it and see what it looks like from the other side. So here's the other side with the track in place, and now arriving at platform 1, we have the tube train. And I'm really pleased with the tight gap we've got here. It's just half a stud because of those jumper plates we used connect it to the track. Nice close fit, you don't see the wheels. It's perfect height as I want it to be. So the slight 1 plate step up to the train there. And other than that, I think that is looking pretty good. So I'm afraid that's all for part 1. Part 2 will be building the other platform the other side, which is going to be a bit wider, and obviously we're going to have an entrance on that side as well. And so I'll leave you with, here's Minifig Jez. I'm not sure if he's just about to get on the train or get off the train, but he's going somewhere today on the London Underground. Please do let me know in the comments below what you think so far. If you've liked it, give it a thumbs up, and of course please do subscribe for more LEGO videos.